nuts are mechanically shaken from the trees. From there, they're swept into windrows and then mechanically picked up from the orchard floor. After that step, they are delivered to a huller dryer. The huller dryer, we're removing the green outer husk or hull. After the hull or husk has been removed, the walnuts are washed. And then they're dried to a stable moisture, generally around 8%. After the huller dryer, the nuts are delivered to a processor. Once the processor has received them, the nuts can be determined to go two different ways, as an in-shell route or as a shelling route. In-shell walnut processing involves sizing, then washing. The sizing step, walnuts pass through a punched hole drum that has different size holes in it, allowing different sized walnuts to fall through in the different areas. The walnuts then go through one last water wash to remove any last debris. The nuts are then visually hand sorted and packaged into sacks. The in-shell walnuts are then primarily shipped to export markets. If the walnuts are determined to be shelled, the walnuts are sized, then cracked. They're sized using a set of rollers that are shaped like an upside-down V, where the smallest walnuts are falling through at the top and the largest walnuts are falling through at the bottom. Walnut cracking traditionally has been done with a mechanically cylinderized machine, which is basically an outer cylinder that's fixed with an inner cylinder that is rotating. And as the nuts fall through, we're trying to be as gentle as possible. We just want to crack that outer shell off so that we're not damaging the kernels or break them into any smaller pieces than they have to be. So after the walnut's shelled, the kernels are sized using a set of shaker decks and sized punch holes. After the walnuts are sized, they shell, and any foreign material is then mechanically blown from the kernels to remove any foreign material. The nuts are then categorized into sizes such as halves and pieces, large pieces, medium pieces, all the way down to a small nugget, generally used as a topping piece. And finally, we visually inspect the product by hand sorting. The walnuts are now ready to be packaged and shipped from California to consumers worldwide. I think it's important for people to know where their food comes from, because it comes from people like us that really care about their orchards and their trees, and ultimately the product that's delivered to them.